Even when we have time to prepare ourselves for when someone we love dies, it's hard. When they've been sick for a long time, when they've lived a good long life, we still cry. We get sad. But sometimes it's harder. When we weren't expecting the phone call, it's harder. When they had a lot of life in front of them, it's harder. When they die at the hands of somebody who's supposed to serve and protect, it's harder. When statistically you are far more likely to be in that situation than somebody who doesn't have the same color of skin as you do, it's harder. And some people will never get that. And I don't say that to put anybody down, but just because it's a reality. We don't know each other as well as we need to or as we want each other to. I spent the first 14 years as a pastor. My first 14 years as a pastor, I was in a congregation that was majority black, in a community that was majority black, and that, even at the end of the 14 years, I was humbled again and again and again by just how little I knew about what it's like to walk in someone else's shoes, especially somebody whose life experience is so different than mine in this country. And I've been reminded of that again with the George Floyd tragedy. I just don't know. I will never fully understand what it's like and the pain because I don't have to live it. And if you're looking for your comfort, hoping that someday people will get it, that people will understand that someday it'll all be better, and people will reach out, and these things won't happen. You'll never find it. Not there. The individuals who are on the other side of whatever side you're on, they'll never know you as well as you do. And so it's a false hope to believe that they ever will. It's not a false hope to believe that someone will, or that someone does. Our comfort comes from knowing that I know my sheep, Jesus says. I know them. And Jesus knows that sheep are fragile, they're vulnerable, they're unique. They can't always defend themselves, they need help. And so he gave it. He gave the help that we will always be able to find comfort in, no matter who we are, no matter how unique, no matter our story. He knows you. He always will. But then that gives us something to do. If Jesus didn't just wait up in heaven, but came down to earth to get to know us, to put on our skin, to see what it's like to live on this painful planet, to suffer the same tragedies, to go through the same pains, to be excluded and stereotyped in all the same ways that so many are every day. He didn't have to spend years doing that. But he did. Because he wanted to give you somebody who knows you, who knows what it's like to walk in your shoes, and somebody who could guarantee you that whatever happens to you, whatever you lose, it's not going to get the best of you. And if he sent that message by getting to know each of us individually, then the next best thing you should do is the same. You're going to see someone today who's different than you. different life experience, different look, different hobbies, different pains. Know them. Get to know them. Listen to them. Begin to hear their story, and just begin, because you'll never know it well enough to really know them. One thing you will learn if you dedicate yourself to getting to know everybody else around you is that you have a lot more to learn, that you don't know as much as you thought you did. But that's okay. The world will be better for it. The world will be better for it.